Just got out of work. I'm headed home. What's up? It's January 7th. Now, I've been daily for a week now, I think it is. So the question is why? Why do I do this? Why do I make a video every day? Why am I daily vlogging? Because I don't know what else to call it. Now, the answer to that is I just wanted to become a better creator. And I think that by doing this daily, it's definitely forced me to be a lot more creative. Now, my style is not original by any means. It's been done before. To me, this is vlogging. I really like the style. I think it's so fun to do it this way. I think that it really allows you to be as creative as possible. I'm always trying to think of different and creative ways, where I could set up the camera and just try to get as detailed of a shot as possible. And that's why I really like this style, is because to me it's how detailed can you be? How different can you be with it? How interesting can you make one simple thing? The other day, where I was literally just going through my computer, just deleting files and all that stuff. How do you make that look interesting? How do you make that look like a cool thing to watch? Well, I mean, the way that I do it, or at least I think it looked good. You take a whole bunch of different angles and you try to make it look as interesting as possible. And that's why I like this style so much, is because it's primarily up to you to try to make it look as interesting as you can. It forces you to be creative. And that's why I do this, and that's why I like this style so much. And obviously, we all know, where this style comes from. Casey Neistat was the first one to, bring this style to YouTube. Before that, no one. It was all just, point and shoot, take me through the day. There was no intricate, SLR camera shot. There was none of that. He, made it a thing, which I think is awesome, because to me, that's what makes daily vlogging so much better to watch, is when it's still authentic and it's still true to you, but you make it look as interesting as possible by just being very detailed with the camera placement and how you record things. I really like making videos this way, just because it's how can I raise the bar a little bit more? How can I be even more detailed, or how can I make this even more interesting? And I think that that's what really makes it fun, and that's what drives creativity. That's one of the main reasons why I started going daily, is because I wanted to force myself to become better, because I saw my older videos and I was just I wasn't impressed with them. I was starting to not like making videos. It seemed stale. So I wanted to kind of shake it up a bit. I wanted to try something a bit new. That's when I decided to start going daily and try out this new style, where I just try to be, I still take you throughout my day, but I try to be as detailed about that as possible and try to make that look as interesting as I can. Another cool thing with being daily is I've noticed my channel has grown a little bit. It's getting a good response, which is always nice. It's nice to have good feedback from something. It's nice that people are enjoying this, because there's a lot better things you could be doing with your time than watching my videos. I'm glad that you are watching. I do appreciate that people are watching these though, because it's reassurance that I'm doing something kind of right, I guess. That's just what I think. That's why I wanted to go daily, mainly to become a better creator, because it got to a point where it wasn't exciting for me anymore. It didn't I don't know, I really was kind of losing my drive to make these, and I didn't like that, because this is what I want to do, and I know I want to do it, but I felt like I had to change something up. I felt like something was missing from it. I felt like I was selling myself short, and I wasn't putting enough effort in. And when I do when I make videos like this, it's forcing me to become a better creator, especially in the editing process, where I try to make everything look as natural as possible, because that's something that I always try to keep in mind in the edit. That's one of the most important things for me, is trying to make everything look as natural and organic as possible. If you see me and I have my camera set up in the kitchen, and I'm just walking through the frame, I try to make it look as natural as possible, through each camera angle and through each frame. I try to make it look as if I'm walking straight through. I don't want it to look like poor editing if I walk through a frame and then it cuts to the next shot and it's me still walking, but it's just out of place. It looks weird, and it looks like it just shouldn't belong there. So that's one thing that I always try to keep in mind too, is just trying to make everything look very natural. And I think that I'm definitely getting better with that. I hope I am anyway. it's just one of the perks of being daily is just constantly keeping your foot on the pedal and just going for it. I mean, it's definitely a lot of work. You know, there are definitely some days where I don't feel like doing it, but that's really something that drove me was, do you want to get better? Yes or no? Yes, okay, well, then start making more videos. Start doing them daily. Get better at it. The two things that I keep in mind when I'm making these are detail and making it look as natural as possible. I want everything to flow nice, just because I feel like when it doesn't, it looks scattered and just not, like, it just doesn't look like it's put together well. And I don't think anyone likes to watch a video that just looks scattered and out of place, and there's just like the cuts are all weird. Like, it's not visually appealing, and that's one thing that I really try to make my videos. Like, if I don't like it, I delete it. Like, I won't upload something that I don't like. Like, if I'm not completely satisfied with it by the end of the edit, like, I take pride in my work. Like, obviously there are some videos where they came out better than others, and I was like, oh, like, that's definitely, you know, a much better one. But, like, for the most part, like, if it's not good enough, or if it's not, like, to my standard, then I got some work to do. Like, I really try to, like, make them to the best that I can. There's definitely a standard that I hold myself to, because I know that I can do it. It's just about, like, me putting the effort in. Like, and that's why I kind of want to just, like, force myself just by going daily, because it's constantly forcing me to do better and to just, it forces me to keep it fun and interesting. So yeah, that's, I don't know, I mean, and that's what I've been doing. Like, it's fun making them. But it's one of the most satisfying things when I put the song over and everything's done, and I just do once over where I watch my video like one more time just to make sure that everything's done, and I'm like, I finish it and I'm like, okay, it's done. Like, it's completed, and I like it, and I'm happy with it, and yeah, and then it goes live, and it's definitely one of the best feelings ever. I feel like since I've started going daily, I've been able to take a lot more pride in my work, and that's like what I set out to do from the start. Like, I was just like, I just want to get better at this. Yeah, that's like the thinking and the reasoning behind why I'm uploading daily now. Okay. What's up? I just left the gym. It was pretty packed in there. I got a good workout though. Yeah, it's also snowing right now, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty amazing. Okay. Had to run to the store real quick. Gotta pick up some stuff. Then I'm going home, and I'm gonna start my edit. It's a pretty good day. It's not bad.